Hi, it's Laura here from laurathomasauthor.com. I'm an author and a book lover, and I like to bring you book reviews. And today my book review is on this lovely book, When Twilight Breaks by Sarah Sundin. Now, I am particularly excited about this book because it has all the things I love in it. I am actually a Christian romantic suspense author, so of course I love to read that genre, but I also adore books set in World War II era, and this book has all of those things. Sarah Sundin actually has over a dozen books that are set in around the World War II era, and this is the first one though that I've read, and it will not be the last. This book is brand new. It's published in February 2021 by Revell, and the story, without giving away any spoilers, is set in Munich, Germany in 1938, when we're right on the brink of World War II, where we see the rise of the Nazi Party and Jewish persecution. I love a strong female protagonist, and Evelyn Brand is an American journalist who is based in Germany. Now, she desperately wants to report back to her fellow Americans on the truth of what's going on in Germany, and yet she has the tension of the fact that if she says too much, she could very well be deported at the very least. She's also working in a very male-dominated industry, and so she really has to hold her own in that too. And she also has a personal discovery that she makes, and knowing what she knows now, she is skating on very thin and dangerous ice. Peter Lang is a young American also in Germany. He's doing his PhD in the German language, and he comes at first across as somebody who is very disillusioned by the Great Depression era, and he kind of likes what Germany's doing with the progress and prosperity and just how everything is looking on the surface. And Evelyn does not find this very impressive at all, but he has a bit of a revelation when he sees close up and personal the brutality that's going on. And as a result of that, he actually risks his life by passing on truth to a certain journalist who is Evelyn, who's caught his attention. Both Evelyn and Peter have some issues from their past that they have to deal with. They both want to do the right thing, and they are actually willing to do whatever it takes. And neither of them knows who they can really trust right now in the city. As their tentative friendship develops and that their values are challenged, we then see Evelyn and Peter embark on this dangerous adventure, which is so page-turning that you won't want to put it down. And I apologize in advance for people who have to get takeout because there is no opportunity to put the book down and make dinner. It's just how it is. It's a page-turner. So the pros for me were that it was so well researched. And now that I know that Sarah has written so many books in this era, it makes perfect sense. But she knows her World War II stuff. She really does. It shows. So I really appreciated that. Also, her characters were likable and flawed. And there was a tremendous growth from beginning of the book to the end. It was educational for me personally because, to be honest, I didn't really know too much about what went on actually in Germany at the cusp of the war. So I feel like she really drew us into life in the city. There were these secret rendezvous in Cozy Cafe, and the whole arts culture with its music and concerts, to hikes in the meadows. Really, she takes us right there, and she does a great job with it. She also does fantastic dialogue. I found it really snappy and fun, and just kept the story moving really well. Finally, I'm a sucker for anything in Paris, and we are in Paris for a little while in this story, and so that for me is a huge bonus because I just love Paris. That sounds like a great excuse to snuggle a little Frenchie. And now the cons. Honestly, there were no cons for me. I absolutely adore this book. But I read that some reviewers found that some of the romance scenes were a little bit too descriptive for Christian fiction. But honestly, I didn't clutch my pearls about anything. So I personally didn't have a problem with that. The other thing is, of course, because of the nature of the book and when it was set and just the historic events surrounding it, it's really, really heartbreaking and shocking. But that's history. So there it is. Those are the only things I can think of. So in summary, if you, like me, enjoy a thrilling story set in World War II era, I thoroughly recommend you check this one out. Intrigue, danger, romance, action, trust, forgiveness, and a story of faith woven through. It has it all. So if you'd like to pick up a copy of this wonderful book, I have a link in my description below. And also, if you would like to find out more about me or my books, I'm at laurathomasauthor.com. So by all means, like this video and subscribe so you don't miss another one of my reviews. And I'd just like to leave you with this beautiful quote from the book, which says, "No matter how dark the world became, there would always be some light, some music, some hope." Thanks so much for watching. Happy reading.